No, I don't actually have gummies. Alright, so... last we left off... we had to do some grinding. Okay, what?
Phil_finite says to hit him with the dab.
Controller dab.
Grinding! Dab.
Yep, because if I go into the gym with this group of Pokemon, I'm dead. And I don't want a second failure on this, right when...
Oh, hey, Jay, my screen is black. Can you... Thank you.
So, we're actually gonna go do a little bit of level grinding. I should go this way to do it instead. Or at least I thought I should go this way instead.
Take your friendly advice and shove it.
Translation, fuck off, we're not letting you buy.
Bubby.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Goblin made it up to the billions. A billion, but it's still a billion with a B. Oh, Finn, you made it into the top 10.
I sure did. I actually got there on my own merit before I started using the cards.
Yep. And now you're there with like a nice, super clean number. Just bat no. Boy, I sure do love grinding on level 5 Pokemon. Boy, I sure can't wait until I get EXP share.
It's alright though, after you do this gym, you unlock essentially metal slimes. So, things will get a lot better.
Huzzah. I almost feel bad for my housemate because they were messaging me, hey, I'm not going to be home for another 15-20 minutes. Can you go out to my computer and start the queue for New World for me? And I'm like, nope.
No.
Hiffin_finite wants to hear about a game you loved on a PlayStation system.
Huh. PlayStation nostalgia. It's good chat fodder for while I'm doing some mindless grinding here. And I gotta say, let's talk about a little action RPG back when Squaresoft was still Squaresoft. It's a very charming little game called Brave Fencer Musashi. And it was a 3D action RPG where you played as this little tiny short samurai called Musashi, and you were trying to help save the kingdom from something or other. I don't even remember what, because I didn't care. I cared about how the world felt. I cared about the fact that you had two swords. One was a little bitty sword that was quick, and then one was a big sword that you used to kill bosses with. And you could actually use the little sword, throw it, and absorb the spirits of enemies to start getting their abilities. They also had a really clever means of if you got a game over and you didn't choose to continue. Because, like, it was such a charming thing, because if you got a game over, didn't choose to continue, and instead of saving chose to go back to your last save file, like if you had full-on given up, it would go back, because the only way to save in that game was to go to the inn and go to sleep. And then if you did like a full game over give up, it would pan over to the inn and you'd see Musashi bolt upright out of bed like, whoa! Ah! Oh! Man, what a nightmare! Which, it's a clever explanation as to why, you know, you didn't actually die.
That's cute.
But there was a lot of really clever stuff, because, like, they kind of embraced the whole video game absurdity thing. Like how you could actually pick up, like, this giant stone block that is literally your size, hold it over your head, and then throw it, either to kill enemies, solve puzzles, or both. And one of the gimmicks to the game was that Musashi would get tired. Like, he had a gauge that showed his fatigue, and if he got to 100% fatigue, he would pass out on the spot and fall asleep. And while you're asleep, things are still going, like, around you in the background, and the game plays at 8 times speed. Which is really charming if you do it in the middle of town. You get yelled at for it if, like, depending on what day of the week it is, because most of the guards, once you start doing things for town, don't care. But there's one guard that is, like, a stickler, and he only ends up coming by on Thursdays.
Awkward, but okay.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, you actually had to plot out, like, the passage of time and the passage of days. I hope you didn't want a potion on a Monday, because it's not happening. But then it had a bunch of the other, like, there were a lot of little kind of mild gimmicks and tropes that I like in my RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when it comes to action RPGs especially, or action games in general, your Devil May Cry's, stuff like that, I love it that when you level up and your max health goes up, your health gauge gets a little bit longer, like, proportionate. Nothing made me feel quite so badass in the first Devil May Cry than getting to the point that I had so much max health that, like, here's my health gauge. Here's my health gauge, and then here's a second one underneath it. I'm sorry, but that kind of shit feels good. Or having enough health that your health fills up a second color. But yeah, Brave Fencer Musashi, great game. Super fun, incredibly charming, good voice acting, extremely fun boss fights. Also chock full of a bunch of segments of, oh my god, something's going to explode, we have to do something. I do not care about the text. There's Mooney. There's my
It's a
other mod.
Mooney. We are grinding. And while we're grinding, we're talking about other video games.
Fin_Finite wants to hear about a game you loved on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, it's Super Nintendo time now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I really want to talk about a less commonly known RPG called Arcana. It is an interesting little take on the JRPG formula that was done on the Super Nintendo. And of course it always had, as usual, it had the whole gimmick of, oh, you've got to collect the elemental spirits, blah blah bling bling blah. Except the elemental spirits were actually party members. You could have one out at a time. You couldn't control what it did. Like, the elemental spirit would do as it pleased, which could sometimes include, oh, I'm going to enchant your weapons so that they deal my element damage instead of non-elemental
Fear.
damage. Which could be very bad, or very good if you knew what boss was weak to what. And it played up, with the game Arcana, they were definitely talking about the Tarot Arcana. Because all of the enemies are represented on screen in animated cards. And one of your big abilities was that you actually collected these cards and you used them in combat to various effect. Depended on whether you used 1, 2, or 3 cards at a time. It was fun. The auto mapping made it okay. It was really easy to get into combat when you needed to grind. And you typically did want to grind a little bit because, like, the downside to the game was that you were always starved for money.
Oof.
Yeah, it wasn't a good feeling because it was always... they play it up like you either have to decide, do you spend money collecting tarot cards or do you spend money on gear? And there were times that collecting gear was the play, and sometimes you wanted to hold on to tarot cards. But the one gimmick that made Arcana really stand out, practically every RPG has some method of reviving somebody when they die. Practically every RPG. Not Arcana. If a human party member dies, that's a game over. Like,
Interesting.
instantly, the story cannot continue without this person alive. Go back to your save file.
No casualties accepted.
No casualties at all. Hell, even letting one of the elemental spirits die was pretty devastating. Because you had to go to a master fortune teller to repair the tarot card. Boy, you know what? Critical HP music is gonna get old really fast. I feel bad because I definitely... I need warm bodies, but Purloin is... I had such bad, just real bad nature on this Purloin. I think this Purloin got like plus speed minus attack.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's
pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Like, this Patrat is 3 frickin' levels behind, and this Patrat is going to just absolutely destroy this cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fin_finite wants a punchy and zesty B.
B. I really have to work on Purloin, but I really don't want to. I feel like Theoria is going to be a big player on this one. Here's a Mino card.
Minojuka wants to hear your Pokemon impression.
Oh, I regret that card. It's the best card. It's the best card in the game. No, there is no card better than Cricketune. All right, it's gonna be a memey one. So. Oh, I started to crack already. There we go.
So after this, we're playing Diamond and Pearl, so you can murder all of the Cricketots and Cricketoons, right?
Either that, or I'm just gonna do a Cricketune run. All right. God, I'm so bothered by the fact that I'm getting ruined by a freaking level 12 Lillipup. Wow, I actually honestly think Crispin here is going to be the key to it. Because most of what Lillipup does relies on defense, yeah?
No.
No? Lillipup? Normal-ass pupper.
Yeah, but what are you saying to go against that?
I'm saying that for now, the highest defense I have is going to be what goes against it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
Which is gonna be Crispin here. So I'm gonna level Crispin a couple of times because I know that the other Pokemon that leader is going to have is gonna be a Grass type, and Incinerate's gonna just mop the floor with it. So knowing that I will eventually get the EXP share relatively early, I kind of don't mind if a couple of my Pokemon fall a little behind.
Yeah.
Because I can catch them up easily. I'm still laughing that we named a female Patrat Theoria because whenever we think Patrat, we think Pat, and we think that it's just a theory. I actually did sign the petition to see if Sony Studios would actually consider Matt Pat for a Jeopardy host. Look, I think he'd be good at it. Like, I think he'd be good at it, and I also think that, like, with the amount of work and research he does for all of his theory videos, he would be equally as dedicated to fact-finding and the celebration of knowledge as Alex Trebek was.
It's true.
I'm glad that Sony fired Mike Richards, because that would have been, like...
Bad.
Like... I don't approve of Ken Jennings' ableist comments that he's made, but at the very least, Ken Jennings has a couple of ableist comments and not, you know, sexual harassment claims while on The Price is Right. As much as I, like, while we're talking about Jeopardy hosts, as much as I hate to say it, I like that LeVar Burton really clearly wanted the job, but I don't know if he fits the show. I don't think I'd love to see him as a host of a trivia game show. But I'd like to see him as a host of a trivia game show that more fits his energy and his cadence. Because I think, like, this is going to be a little weird to say, but I think he's a little too energetic for Jeopardy. If that makes any sense at all.
It does, yeah. Jeopardy's always been kind of low-key.
Yep. Jeopardy's always been low-key, and one of Alex Trebek's biggest things...
Minnow Juka is restricting your item use.
I was just gonna use a potion, but now I gotta run back to a Poké Center, so... Cool. Thanks, Mino. I love it. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not me saying that having energy is bad for a Jeopardy host. I'm not saying that at all. Alex had a few of his own moments as well. But the thing is that, like, it's a fine-tuned thing. I thought Aaron Rodgers did a fantastic job with that. I like Buzzy Cohen. I like Buzzy Cohen a lot. But I wouldn't put him top 3 for hosts. I think Aaron Rodgers was good because he was very much a breath of fresh air. And he's willing to, like, make fun of himself a bit. And that's a nice touch. Because before anybody tries to tell me, oh, Alex Trebek never made fun of himself, yes, he did. There was one episode before, like, one of the big super tournaments where he was joking with the gentleman backstage about how, you know, if you're really that nervous about it, just imagine being out on stage with no pants on. We'll all go out there with no pants on. And Alex Trebek walks out there in his boxers and his socks, and he talked about, you know, how he wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable. And he's like, and now if the camera would pan behind the contestants to show that they had forgone their pants also. And they're all wearing pants. And he just smiles, shakes his head, and walks backstage. But Aaron Rodgers was really good. I kind of would have preferred him. Man Bialik is good too, but I don't know if she's going to be like the full-time host on virtue of the fact that she actually has so many projects she's working on that I don't think she'd be able to, like, really fully dedicate herself to the Jeopardy project the way that, like, it needs. I feel like Ken Jennings would be a safe choice. But again, I don't know if he's going to be able to, like, do it the way that it's necessary. Because Ken has gone up with the other two Jeopardy, like, the other two gods of Jeopardy. The other two who have made 7 digits off of Jeopardy. And they're doing the Beast, not the Beast, the Chase with the Beast. Which is an awesome game show. I love that game show. And One Step Encounter, excuse? I watched a lot of...
That Lillipup was so ready for you.
That Lillipup was just like, let's go. Let's go. I ain't scared. That Lillipup has surprisingly high defense. It sucks because... Jesus.
Ooh-wee.
Nothing like that little bit of a heart attack. No!
Oh, man.
I was gonna laugh if it was another female level 7 Lillipup. Because I just...
Okay, well, I don't think Crispin's taking this one.
I can't use items!
Nope.
I was like, it's fine, I'll just deal... Oh, wait. No, I can't. Thanks, Mino. I still have another 5 minutes and change. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. What you got, Crispin? Okay. I was like almost briefly considering like checking to see, because I'm pretty sure I have like an X defend or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, maybe we could go ahead and start on the gym now. And then I remembered I still have 5 minutes of not using items, so... You know what? I do have an X defend. And an Oran Berry. Like, that might be the trick. But I guess we're just gonna have to level for another 4.5 minutes. It's grind time, baby.
If I recall correctly, you didn't clear out everybody in the gym, though.
I didn't?
I think you only fought the first one.
I might need to investigate that in 4 minutes and 4 seconds. But who's counting, right? Effort value, baby! Actually, you know what? Since we're grinding and we have some time to discuss this anyway, and I don't fully understand the system myself, or if asked about it, I couldn't tell you about the system, so I'm actually going to ask, Finn, what's the difference between EVs and IVs, and why do I care?
So, IVs are your starting stats. They're basically a small amount of variance.
Inherent
just based
value,
on...
I can
Yeah.
take it?
Yeah, they're an inherent value. For Pokemon in the wild, they're done randomly, and for bred Pokemon, they're inherited from the parents. So, standard, that's IVs. Everything's gonna have an IV, and you can't really affect that until you get to the new games, in which they decided that you could play Gene Master. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, let's just talk about what I can do now.
And then EVs are effort values. They're essentially like, think of them like heart pieces for each of the stats. So once you get 4, you get +1 to that stat. So each Pokemon gives between 1 and 3 EVs. I believe Patrats are either attack or speed. I will double check that. No, not Samurott, Patrat. Okay, so Patrats are 1 attack point. So for every 4 Patrats you kill, you get essentially +1 to the attack stat. The tricky thing is it's +1 to the attack stat at level 100, so they get distributed inside your level ups all the way up to level 100.
I see.
So they do help, they absolutely help, but not quite as much as you might be hoping, especially not at level 11.
So basically, the effort values, every level I get 1% of that effort value.
Yes. And they cap at 510. So the first 510 EVs you get are it. And then you are done, and that is your maximum.
But ultimately, doesn't that mean that, like, let's presume I'm a dirty cheater and I spawn myself, I get an egg and I spawn myself 99 rare candies. From what I'm understanding by this, since there's no effort value, the intrinsic value, the inherent value, is what that Pokemon's going to have at level 100, period.
Yes.
And if I had leveled a Pokemon personally from 1 to 100, it's going to be significantly superior.
Yes.
Like...
Yeah, you will have over 100 more stats at level 100 than a rare candied Pokemon.
So we're talking, like, that Pokemon that I hand-raised would probably be on par by, like, level 70.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that probably, like, I had always kind of theorized in the case of rare candies that it's always better to use rare candies on... Oh, cool. My item use restriction has gone up. It made the Jeopardy boop at me.
Nice.
So basically what I'm understanding is... Because I always thought, oh, it's better to use rare candy on a Pokemon that's already high level because that's that much more XP that you're skipping having to collect. But now it also means that, like, if you use a rare candy at level 8 versus level 78, you're going to have a level that has all of that EV for those 70 levels prior. And you'll get...
Yes and no. I think it's dependent on generation, but I know some generations, they don't actually count EVs ever when using rare candies.
H.
So those EVs would be in other levels.
Okay.
So you wouldn't lose out on them unless you were level 99, but it wouldn't help you as much as just a natural level would.
Okay. But, like, this super high-end stuff would be more usable by the people who, you know, play competitively, who are like, yeah, I've got my 6 level 100 Pokemon, and I'm gonna fight your 6 level 100 Pokemon.
Yes.
Although
usually, believe it or not, they fight at level 50.
Huh.
Yeah, most competitive games are at level 50.
Interesting. Was there, like, a documented reason why?
That's a very good question. I've never actually asked.
I'm super curious about that.
I will have to do some research on that, let you know.
So, EVs and IVs, for my purposes, with this being a Nuzlocke style playthrough, there's nothing I can do about IVs at all. Like, I can't cherry pick which Pokemon I catch. And I don't think I'm allowed to breed Pokemon, so that's also a non-issue.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that I really have any say over whatsoever is EVs.
So apparently it was standard back in like the very beginning games when getting above 50 was tough, and they just never changed it. So it's pretty much just precedent. That's all. That's why it's level 50.
Also, I have to sidetrack for a second because Mino just went to like Streamloop's like page, and apparently I'm on front page right now, and that kind of blows my mind right now.
That's a thing. That's a thing. I wonder if that's because you're live.
No, because on the screenshots she sent me, not all of the people on front page were live.
Okay then. You're just special.
I mean, I'm trying, like, putting in some legitimate ass effort to make the partner program for Streamlead, so maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah. I'd say it is.
Oh, this grinding. I hate this. I think that, like, honestly, this gym fight is gonna be won or lost with a couple of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I feel like getting Crispin to 12, getting Lysander to 12 is gonna be the key to it, and then I'm probably good. Especially if I buff Crispin up with a X-Defend. Because if I do that right from the get-go, turn 1, that's probably gonna...
That'll help.
That'll help.
That'll definitely help.
The question is, X-Defend, is that, like... Okay, you know what? I'm getting into, like, the real nitty-gritty Pokemon questions here.
Yeah?
What is the difference between so-and-so's defense rose versus so-and-so's defense sharply rose?
It is the stage multiplier. Let me go make sure I'm talking about the right generation here. Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, because if you start putting things in numbers, not only will I be 100% more involved with it, but it'll give me, like, these Nuzlocke projects aren't just a means of making myself suffer, but, like, getting into the nitty-gritty of Pokemon like this in a way that I haven't before is really making me enjoy the series in a totally new light, in a fashion that I never have before. So...
Oh, okay, that's actually a super neat way to do it. Holy cow. Okay, so attack stages, or defense stages, or whatever stat you're boosting.
Stat stages.
It starts... Yeah, stat stages, they start as 2/2. It's a fraction.
Okay.
And then for each step you go down, you add 1 to the denominator. And each one you go up, you add 1 to the numerator. So, like, if you attack stage rise 1, it's 3/2, so you're doing 150%.
Okay, so...
And if you get growled, it's 2/3, so you're doing 66%.
And what are the extremes in either direction?
The extremes are 400 is +6, so that would be times 4 power, and then -6 is 1/4 power.
Huh. And let's say that, like, that's I like that. That's math.
It's
that's
really
math,
neat, actually.
baby. So here's the other question. Let's say that I've raised my attack 2 levels, so now I'm at 4/2, so I'm doing 200%. Now say my attack drops. Do I go back down to 3/2, or does it become 4/3?
It goes down to 3/2.
Okay, good. That's cool.
Otherwise, math would get really difficult. And weirdly enough, the only thing that it doesn't work that way with is accuracy. Accuracy starts as 3/3 instead. So that means you max out at 3 times the the accuracy instead of 4 times.
So accuracy goes to... Oh yeah, because 6 steps in either direction.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's actually really neat. That's
Yeah.
really neat to know how that works.
That's actually such a cool way to do it. I am very
Boy,
impressed.
all of a sudden, like, knowing how much of an effect that is, Leer suddenly doesn't seem like it sucks.
Yeah, because you dropped them to 2/3 defense.
That's 33.3% of their defense gone.
Yeah.
No wonder why it's such a big deal at early.
Yeah, and that also means that you're...
Wow!
Woo! That also means that your X defend is going to put you at 150% for the fight.
Yeah,
Like, that's pretty significant.
But that also brings up a point. Now that I think about it, doing a debuff skill is only worth doing once.
Yeah.
The jump from once is really huge. The jump to twice, not as huge.
Yeah. Oh, you were going to check in the gym and see if you fought the gym trainers.
Right, I was. I wonder if I'm gonna... I feel like I should switch train. Because I can get away with switch training the opening salvo.
Yeah.
Man, we are learning some tech today. Oh, yeah.
Yep. You fought the first one, they killed your Lillipup, and you were like, bye!
Alright, switch training it is. Hello, Waitress Tia. It's a Pat Rat. What level is
It's
this Pat
Cat Rat.
It's a 10. I could
Tasty.
probably get away with sending in my level 11 one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a safe bet. And now I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm actually going to use Leer. Because that's a significant amount of defense loss.
It is.
And now I'm gonna hope that, like...
Oh boy.
I have to kill it. No, I'm fine.
Okay, 2 shots will kill. Yeah, you're good.
That's some tasty XP.
Yeah.
And then I can go ahead and swap train. I'm gonna call it transfer training. Because then we got that alliteration.
Trans train.
And then we'll work on Lysing, because I do need to, you know, work on my starter.
Maybe a little.
Wow, okay. So wait, Tail Whip would also be a really good idea for that Lillipup too, wouldn't it?
Yeah?
Because that's 33% less damage that the Lillipup is dealing.
No, Tail Whip lowers defense. Growl lowers attack.
Oh. Well, either way, the strategy just became take out the Lillipup as fast as freaking possible.
Yeah?
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Gorgeous. Not a great level, but
Not
that's
a great
fine.
level. But it's levels. Still no defense. Sand attack's kind of a big deal too. Because even then, wow, 25% accuracy loss is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's why sand attack is so annoying to go up against. That first hit by it is painful.
Does evasiveness work the same way?
It's the same as accuracy, so it starts as 3/3.
All right. So, not gonna lie, this attempt right now, the whole point of this attempt is I'm not trying to do this gracefully, I'm just trying to do this.
Yep, just get through the first gym. That's all we can ask for.
And I've got orange berries, so I'm ready for it this time.
We must defeat Cilantro!
My name is Green Soap. I like things that taste like soap. Mino, oh my god.
Fin_finite says to hit him with the dagger.
Combat dab.
Combat dab.
That's manageable. And now we're gonna do a Leer.
Minnow Duca calls for a fresh and fluffy F.
Woo! That is exactly what I needed.
Nice!
That is
Excellent.
exactly what I needed. That might actually kill on regular attack.
It's gonna be close.
Damn.
Oh.
That's okay. That's
That's
okay.
fine.
We're fine. I'm less fine. Just get another critical, buddy. Damn. Incinerate is special attack, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Just critical. Damn it.
Oh, so close.
No!
No! Wrong crit! Oh, no!
Oh, this is bad.
Things just took a sudden turn.
Alright, well, I know I can... I thought I was going first there. Well, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And Sage. I'm gonna keep battling.
dear.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
I'm curious how many times it's going to use work up in a row. Because I am almost tempted to use Lear again in... No, because it's just... No, I have to go on the offensive now. You didn't die.
That crit, man, that crit.
That crit ruined everything.
Oh. Welp.
So that Lear doesn't go away.
That's correct. The Lear stays as long as the Pokemon is out.
I need you to live. I have a strategy. It's going to involve sacrificing everything.
You know
but
what?
I have a strategy.
That's fine. If
didn't
that
work.
gets us through. Ugh.
So now I just have to win a fight with a type disadvantage, with a 2-level deficit, knowing that it has 30... Okay, so... Yeah, I have to go for it. And that's game right there. That's dead. It's not
That's
dead.
not-
It's 26 damage, so that's still not enough. I have to heal, hope
You
for
have to
not a
heal.
crit, and then I have to crit with my tackle afterwards, and maybe I'll win.
Did you get the sand attack off?
Yes,
Because that's a 25% chance for him to fail.
that is a 25% chance that one of these will miss, and it will buy me one additional turn. Just miss, buddy. That's not a miss. Alright, so... I've used up my one healing item I'm allowed to use.
Is that still a rule for this run?
Yes.
Ah. Because if so, I think you're kinda dead.
I am. Unless this misses, it's a 1 in 4 shot at this point. Because I think Vine Whip starts at 100 accuracy, doesn't it?
I believe so.
We have to just hope for the best. Come on, RNGesus. RNGesus
Nope.
said no.
Well, okay.
Fin_finite calls for Fs in the chat.
So now what?
So now I start over again.
Jeez.
I have to start the game over. It's, what, select L and A? It's not.
It is up, select, and B.
Up, select, and B. I have to delete my save file and start over.
Jeez. This is redonkulous.
Yep. This is the second run that has failed out before the first gym. You can clear the bans, because the bans are no longer valid. Ugh. That hurts.
It does hurt a bit.
Cool.
Does this mean you're starting with Piggy?
It means I'm starting with Piggy. The first 2 runs with the other starters failed, so it's time for Tepig.
Tepig is my favorite, so clearly this is the one that is destined to be. And I tell you all about your best friends.
Again. Mino is going nuts with the chips. Mino's just like, hey, I'm going to do a heist for 20,205,681,810 chips. NBD. Well, Sage, did you know that there is a Streamloots card in the Stream Deck that if you get it and play it, I give you the chip lead? Did you know that there's a Streamloots card in the Streamloots deck where you can take all of somebody's chips and use them to make a bed for Streamcat? There are 2 legendary cards in that Streamloot deck that will take away the chip lead from somebody, whether they like it or not. Alright, let's look at the Pokemons. It's time. Oh, it is a Chips Tank pickup. That doesn't involve any rolling, that just involves me deciding on a number, because I changed it to just be a thing. You know what? I'm gonna roll a die anyway. Yeah, that's a number that I'm doing. I am so annoyed right now. I'm not actually annoyed. I'm okay.
Minojuka wants you to follow them on Twitter.
But I'm already following you on
Annoyed?
Twitter. Is this the Pokemon I want? Come on, Piggy, it's time. I already know what I'm nicknaming you, too. You'll see what I'm nicknaming him. You wait. You shouldn't have battles inside a house. It's time for me to wreck my room again.
Minojuka thinks Miria should shout out Hanolin prize.
Nice. All I have to say is that knowing how these first 2 attempts went, when I actually succeed in this eventually, it's gonna feel so good.
It's true.
Boy, Tepig came to play! All right. So is it just me? Am I like going crazy, or is it like normal Pokemon in this generation got buffed like crazy?
They did, actually.
'Cause-
the power of tackle was raised from 35 to 50.
Okay, I'm glad to know that I'm not going crazy in that.
Yep, and since it's a normal type move, they get double the benefit.
Oh yeah, no wonder why it's so frickin' scary.
Also, your Tepig has incredible attack, just so you know.
All right, let's go. Let's take a look at the nature. Brave. That sounds
That would
good.
do it. That would do it.
Plus attack minus speed. I accept.
Your defense is excellent. Your special attack is middling. Special defense is middling, and speed is actually already bad.
That's fine. It gained 3 HP when it hit level 6.
Yeah, your attack and defense both being excellent are. This is it. This is the run.
This is a good start. It's good start. I'm refusing to like get too dismayed. It's
Nope.
fine. It's fine. Maybe
Everything was building to this Tepig.
Tepig was just like, look, you made the wrong choice, guy. The Oshawott nature was really good, but it didn't save me.
No.
Hi, Mom.
Again.
Again. Pokemon battles are so lively. Reminds me of the first time. Here, let me do the doodle doot. Go do thing. I'm gonna call you a bunch of times. Go talk. Give this. Yes, I'm going. Leave me alone, Mom. Your little trainer is about to go do the things. I'm gonna talk to Bianca so that she could get yelled at by her dad. God, I feel like I've done this before. No, 1,000 times no. Oh, it's okay, Jason, it's fine. I don't care that my dad's trying to control my life.
Fin_finite wants a smooth and rustic A.
I am having the weirdest crossover in my head right now of like Pokemon, but with the whole Undertale thing of like certain characters being aware of resets and save files and whatnot. And I'm just imagining what Professor Juniper would think if like the Protag trainer came up and was saying all of her dialogue as she was saying it with her.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you know,
Puka
it
thinks
would be a
you're in
dangerous
danger.
thing.
Or they're in danger. It's hard to tell.
They probably think you were like possessed by a ghost Pokemon or something.
The Tepig's name is Baconator.
Baconator!
Are you okay with the name Baconator? Hell yeah, I am. Now I want a Baconator. Still bacon. Wow, I haven't seen a redemption for ad time in a long while.
I'm out of water.
Fair. Let's power our way through this
Monologue.
cutscene. Yes, we'll them teach us how to catch Pokemon, and we'll actually catch some frickin' Pokemon. Yes, hi Mom, give us our town maps. Mino, what in the hell? I saw you roll a 99 earlier, you rolled a 98 now. I have an idea for a card, and it's gonna be epic level. And chip leaders are going to hate it. I do absolutely want to take the first step together. I want to do the cute first step thing. There. Blah blah bling bling blah, catch Pokemon. Yes, I know. He has to Pokeball after lowering its HP. Oh, I love this. Nothing fills me with more vitality and joy, and a sheer lust for life, than watching the tutorial on how to catch a Pokemon for the third time. Yay, Pokeballs! Woohoo! Catch Pokemon with Pokeballs!